Imagine that you're walking alone at night. It's dark, the moon is full, and all is quiet, except for a spooky howl. You feel a chill as the wind starts to blow. There's something spooky in the air. It's Halloween! Join me, if you dare, for a spooky walk through the forest while we learn about the history of our scariest holiday. Are you ready? Try not to scream! Tonight, we're walking through a haunted forest. Stay close as we enter the forest. It's starting to get dark, and there are lots of creepy sounds coming from these woods. Look over there! Watch out! As you may know, Halloween is on October 31st, the last day of October every year. People that celebrate Halloween do a lot of fun things. Some families like to decorate their houses using spooky decorations like this. We see lots of ghosts, witches, mummies, skeletons, zombies, spiders, bats, black cats, and more. Sometimes people carve pumpkins to make a jack-o'-lantern. Because pumpkins are orange and Halloween night is so dark, Halloween colors are usually orange and black. On Halloween, many children go trick-or-treating. People dress up in costumes and walk around their neighborhoods, going from house to house. When they go up to someone's door, they say, "Trick or treat!" And usually they can get a piece of candy or a little prize. It's fun to try to fill your bag or bucket with candy, and then there are lots of yummy snacks to eat. Some people also have Halloween parties, where people dress up in costumes, and sometimes there's even a contest for the best costume. There are also Halloween parades, even sometimes at schools. There are also spooky haunted houses where people can go if they enjoy a fright. Halloween might be a little scary, but it's also lots and lots of fun. Halloween is a holiday that's been around for a very long time. But how did it start? Halloween started with a different name, Samhain. And in Ireland, Celtic people started this holiday to end the summer and begin a new year. It was a harvest festival. Harvest is when crops or things that grow in farms or gardens, like corn or pumpkins, are ready to pick and eat. It was a time to celebrate before winter came, which could be a dark, cold, and dangerous time a long time ago. It was believed that during Samhain, spirits roamed the earth. A spirit is like a ghost. To keep evil spirits away, people would light bonfires, like a big campfire, and they would wear masks, disguises, and costumes to hide from the spirits. This is why we think about scary characters like ghosts, witches, and monsters on Halloween, and also why we dress up in costumes. Some people are scared of bats and spiders because they're creepy. And it was once believed that black cats were bad luck, and that is how these animals became symbols of Halloween. Scarecrows are a symbol of Halloween because they are used during the harvest time. A scarecrow does just that. It scares the crows away because crows would come and eat the crops. So farmers put a scarecrow in their field to keep the crows away so the food can grow. Holidays usually have traditions, or activities or beliefs that are passed on over the years that becomes a special way to celebrate the holiday. And Halloween has a lot of traditions. Traditions can change over time, but as you'll see, these old traditions evolved or changed into how we celebrate Halloween today. For example, during Samhain, people needed to light the way as they walked through their villages at night. So they carved lanterns, or lights that you can carry, out of turnips. Turnips are like a pumpkin, but smaller and easier to carry. They put candles in their turnips, and this is where the idea of jack-o'-lanterns came from. In the Americas, lots of pumpkins grow, so that is why we see pumpkins instead of turnips today. It is said that jack-o'-lanterns got their name from an old Irish legend about a man named Jack. Jack was a mean man, and so his punishment was to walk in the dark with only the light of a turnip lantern, and that is why they are called jack-o'-lanterns. Some people think that the tradition of giving out candy came from people putting food outside their houses for the ghosts and spirits, so they would take the food and leave their families alone. But there are other ideas about where giving out candy came from. People that were poor used to go from house to house to ask for food, and people who helped the poor by sharing some food with them were thought to be protecting the souls of their loved ones by doing acts of kindness. By being kind to the poor, they were protecting the souls of their family members. And this tradition continued but changed over time, and this is why kids go trick-or-treating, asking for treats at people's houses today. The name trick-or-treat also came about because sometimes people used to play tricks on each other during this holiday, especially if people did not offer food to someone at their door. So those going house to house gave a choice: give a treat or get tricked. The name eventually changed from Samhain to All Hallows Eve because it came before another holiday called All Hallows Day. Over time, All Hallows Eve got shortened to Halloween. Now that we understand the history of Halloween, it's time to go back to the haunted forest. But be careful, because we don't know what we'll find deep in these woods. Look at all these jack-o'-lanterns! Look at this! Watch out! What is that? It's very dark out now, and even spookier.
Look! We've reached the end. We've made it through the forest.
Now it's time for some trick-or-treating. It's important to be safe when you trick-or-treat, so it's a good idea to stay close to your family or friends. Only go up to houses that have their porch lights on, because that's a way to let trick-or-treaters know that they're welcome to come and get a treat. Always be respectful and say please and thank you. And make sure you leave enough candy for everyone else. Look both ways if you have to cross the street, and always walk on sidewalks when you can.
And of course, be prepared for anything spooky you might see along the way. But at the end of the night, it's all worth it.
Wow, look at all this candy! What's your favorite Halloween candy to get? On November 1st, which is the day after Halloween, some cultures celebrate a holiday called Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead. On this day, people dress up in bright colors and paint their faces to look like skulls, and decorate their houses with even more colors and lots of skulls and skeletons. On Dia de los Muertos, people celebrate the people that they love that have died, and they use this day to remember them in a happy way. They create an altar or a space that has pictures of the people that have passed on that they want to remember, and light candles. And they celebrate with a party. I sure had a scary good time tonight. Thanks for coming with us as we braved the spooky forest. I hope you learned a lot about Halloween and are ready to go enjoy your own Halloween night safely. Subscribe so you don't miss the next fun adventure. I'll see you again soon.
And of course, happy Halloween!